Ooh.
Okay. Chris, give me a word. Beef? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yo, I'm salty. No, I'm sweet. No, I'm salty. Look at them feet. Yeah, I got beef. Look at you. Come on me. Yeah, I'll fuck you up. Motherfucker, fuck you up. Okay, I'm done.
My feet. Don't say that.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Like a jelly bean.
Yeah.
Well, you're telling me if you had the opportunity to be a camera, a vaginal camera, you wouldn't do it?
Pass.
I'm curious. Can you imagine a tiny little sperm just shooting past you and be like, holy fuck.
Are they shooting?
That's what that sounds like.
They're like bullets. Fuck.
Out of my way.
Or would they be very slow and you could talk to them for a little bit?
I think they actually have a speed. I think they're actually going at like 20 miles an hour.
20 miles an hour.
Do you guys remember
Blow your fucking throat out.
Do you remember the show Manswers? I think I've talked about this before. And the only episode I ever watched was like, can the fastest man on earth outrun the fastest, the cum shot? And, the sperm won. The sperm won.
Wait, is it like a move out the way kind of thing or like a sprint?
I don't.
Can you dodge this, buddy?
Here we go.
Oh, man. No. You're watching a different kind of
Yeah,
Manswers.
that's not what it is. Yeah.
I got a game, buddy. I'll jack off, and if you can dodge it, then you're faster than my cum. Guess what? Not faster than my jizz.
And like all the big wigs at the board meeting are like, yeah, we could put this on like regular cable.
There's a
We can
guy,
make this work.
the guy who runs Spike TV used to wear a suit and was just sitting there and was like, yes. Put that on my television channel.
Oh man. Did you guys ever watch 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yes.
Oh.
I had to stop because I think when they started that show, they didn't actually have 1,000 Ways to Die, because right around 500 or so, like halfway through the series, all of a sudden they were just like, this guy farted himself to death. And it's like, no, he didn't. No, he did not.
They had some weird stuff on. What was something that you remember from that show?
Well, one of the episodes that actually scared me, like on 4th of July, I'm scared to this day, is they had the dude shoot a gun, boom, and then like 40 houses away, bullet comes through the house, boom, kills him. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that actually happens quite a
Whoa.
bit.
Well, no, that makes
That's
sense.
scary.
Yeah, because like trajectory, so it eventually comes down.
Yeah, you're not supposed to shoot up in the air, but people do. I've seen plenty of people shoot up in the air.
Yeah, because what do people that shoot up into the air think? That he just goes past the ozone layer, it's floating in space? No.
I think it's just not their problem.
This sounds cool. This sounds
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Not their problem. It's someone's problem. Someone's gonna die.
No. But it's someone else's problem.
Yeah, which is the scary part.
Here's the thing.
What?
Is it less fun to think about the ramifications, or is it more fun to shoot a gun in a crowd? I think the latter.
Shoot a gun in the crowd.
Yeah, should in the crowd, into a crowd.
Well,
You mean up?
in a crowd? Yes,
Okay.
you are in a crowd.
Oh, so when you wouldn't. What situation would you have to be in a group of people and just shoot up in the air?
4th of July, weddings, births,
Weddings.
baby showers.
You make an announcement before. Hey, everybody.
I'm gonna
Or-
shoot up in the air.
Or if you need your barbecue to end early.
That's a good one.
Yo, I have a question. Gender reveals.
They're stupid.
Yay or nay?
I like them.
You like them?
I like 'em.
For what reasons?
It's a bond type of thing, and if they honestly don't know what it is, I think it's pretty cool. Like, you gotta wait.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the creative ideas behind them.
Yeah, what about that guy who wanted to make like a cool explosion and like have the smoke come out, and he made a fucking pipe bomb, killed him and his brother. Now his daughter has to grow up without a father.
Guess don't make a pipe bomb.
Yeah, that's stupid. They're dumb. They burned down half of California with these fucking baby things. And then like these kids turn 8 and their parents are like, actually, you can tell me what gender you are. Nah, babe, you made me pay $300 for a fucking party. Get the fuck out of here. It's a boy forever now.
Yo, that could be on 1,000 Ways to Die.
Baby
like a
reveal.
new one, a gender reveal, and then
1,000
boom.
Ways to Die 2.0.
Yeah, 2.0, or just like, did they eventually hit 1,000 ways?
They did like random numbers.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they ever did the same number twice, like without thinking about it. Ooh. Right?
You know, one of the main deaths that I remember from that show, and for some reason they're always perverted, and it's
Yes.
that I
Are you
think
talking
I'm
about-
watching the right.
Are you talking about the girl with the carrot?
That's not the only one. The one with the carrot is crazy. Have you heard about that one?
No, I have not.
So can you imagine what this girl's used the carrot for?
Trying to eat it.
Through a different
yes.
mouth.
No.
Through a different mouth, man.
Yeah, buddy. She was just super allergic to carrots.
Oh, she was allergic.
Well, what? not what it is. That'd be the most boring way to die. And also, it can't be that bad. Fuck, why did I just say that? I hate that I just said that.
Was that natural?
That was supernatural.
It didn't seem like it. It did kind of seem like you forced it out.
It was natural. I'm telling you, I'm not the type of guy that was just gonna say the name of my podcast everywhere I go.
I do.
Well, not in that, not this cheesy way of like, hey, if someone falls on the street and be like,
Hey, it can't be that bad.
remember World War II?
Whoa.
Can't be that bad.
You actually shouldn't say that.
Ladies in the carrot.
I have
be
like
that bad.
Okay, to get back to it, because you think this girl died from an allergic reaction.
Carrot allergies.
Something way worse.
Mel Blanc, the guy who did Bugs Bunny's voice, was definitely allergic to carrots.
Whoa.
Anyways,
This lady was masturbating with the carrot, right?
on a carrot.
Girls
Which
have
is-
so many options, and she chooses
So
a
many
carrot.
options, yeah. She chose a carrot, but mistake number one, she didn't what do you call it?
She peeled it too sharp.
She didn't peel it too sharp. That's not what it is.
Isn't it? Oh, I'm getting this in the.
You think it struck a vital organ?
I'm getting the carrot.
How
and
long
the,
is this
I'm getting
carrot?
the carrot and the broomstick mixed up.
That was the one I was going to talk about afterwards. We're going to talk about the broomstick.
Somebody peeled a broomstick.
No. Ooh, fuck.
What it is.
Oh, fuck.
So there, with carrots, it's
So
rugged.
with carrots, you're not
all
supposed
around.
to eat the outside, right? You're supposed to peel it before you eat it.
Yes. And so when she inserted it, it was fine. But when she pulled it out, there were, how would you describe it? There were like rugged sections of the carrot that struck the internal walls of her vagina.
The carrot was, how you say, ribbed for her pleasure. But it ended up being ribbed for her death.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you die from getting ripped on the inside?
Internal
It ripped her
bleeding.
uterus out. Uterus?
Don't
Is that how you say
don't
it?
girls have that little thing when they go to the doctor and it like scrapes the walls? They don't die then.
You're talking about gynecologists?
Yes.
But the difference between
I
that is
love
that
the hand
they don't use
of it.
carrots, man.
You know, when the gynecologist go, then they like scrape the wall.
Can you imagine the gynecologist just saying like, okay,
Is this
scalpel.
going to be in the episode? We've been talking about pussies for like an hour and a half.
What's new? In all honesty,
I mean, I guess.
what's new? Let's just welcome the baddies.
Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of ICBTB's Highly Irrelevant. We have an extremely special guest here.
Yes, and then we also have Kalen here.
You make me very excited, man. I'm like, my glasses are fogging up. My body temp is through the roofs at the moment.
I used to do that to you.
This is a special opportunity. Sorry, love. The flames dimmed a little bit, buddy.
You just lose that smell, you know? After a while, the smell's gone.
My palms are sweaty.
Knees weak, arms are ready. Damn, mom spaghetti.
Vomit on your sweater already.
Oh, man, if only you knew that song, huh?
Fuck you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Kalen Newsome in the studio, all the way from Florida, man.
Whoa, I'm still Californian.
Hey, yes.
I don't think so.
No, you're a certified Californian. I'm pretty sure there's documentation for that.
No, and I think you own more than 2 guns, so you're not a Californian.
Ooh.
Oh, see, you turned in your California card.
1 gun.
2 guns, yeah.
Dude, I hugged you earlier today, and I felt a divot on your back that should not be on a normal human being. That means
You think you're sick?
No, I think you're dying, dude.
Oh, no.
No, you're just fucking ripped.
Wow. Is this how you hit on people?
No, I'm not hitting on him.
Fucking ripped. Oh, thank you.
Love you too.
Did you want to buy me a drink or something? Or nope, just wanted to say that. Just wanted to.
Why are you making it weird? I just want to tell this guy he has like lumps on his body that where they should be.
What do you mean by this
But
guy?
This guy, you
You know what he means. This guy.
take the compliment, Kalen.
Oh.
Now compliment us. I'm hot.
Me first.
Alejandro,
Oh, he's doing it.
I've been waiting for this day
Oh shit.
for a long time.
Oh fuck. Are you gonna kill me? Have you been planning my murder?
The world may never know.
Oh,
You'd be the worst serial killer. I'm
you're
sorry,
just like doing catchphrases from commercials.
dude. If Kalen popped up in like a stranger's house, like at night, ready to kill someone, they're gonna end up loving you and hanging out.
Playing Jenga.
That's That's your go-to example of two buddies just like.
Somebody's having a good time. What are you gonna say they're doing?
Playing Jenga, obviously.
Jenga.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, if you hear some laughter in the background, guys, we do have a live studio audience here today.
Yeah.
All the way from Florida.
Yeah.
We have Michaela. Michaela, and your last name, it's very difficult to say. How do you say it? Newsome.
Same last name as Kalen because sometimes that's how marriage works.
Sometimes.
That's
Yes.
my lady.
And Kalen, you took her last name, correct?
Oh, we had a discussion about
Oh,
that.
no. I didn't want to bring up a can of worms.
All of 2 seconds. I said no.
Rightly so. And Jules, you came all the way from Benicia. Thank you. And then Chris is on his phone because we're not giving him enough attention. But you know what? That's fine, Chris. You wanted to be here, and that's how you treat us.
Kalen, so yeah, you came all the way from Florida. Tell the baddies about yourself because I don't think they know you by now. You are the husband of a previous guest of the podcast, Kalen Newsome.
And you're a friend of co-host of the podcast, Christian.
Yes.
We actually just met maybe 30 minutes ago for the first time ever.
First time.
And that's always fun.
Yeah, it
Meeting
is
new people.
interesting
Yes,
meeting new people.
yes,
Like
yes.
the approach and how do you get around it, or
Yeah.
what if they don't like me?
I don't.
Yeah, it
Yes.
happens.
You know
That's
what?
actually a funny story because most people don't like me when they first meet me.
Really?
Yeah, I have a energy. Like at our wedding, half of
say.
Michaela's friends was like, "I hated Kalen when I first met him. He made me cry."
What? How are you
Oh,
making
man,
people cry?
I've
Tell
had
them
that
the-
a lot.
Tell them the truth.
Yeah, do people just too...
Oh.
Anyways.
Hey, no, but wait. No, I can't. I could see how Alejandro could probably make people cry in the first meet, but you, it's a complete mystery to me.
It's like situations that people avoid, and I'm just gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
Like you need to get over something, stuff like that.
Wow, straight
Yeah,
to the point.
Straight to the point.
Damn. I remember the first time I met you, I just thought you were super smooth. You were telling us stories. This guy's he's a smooth cat.
I think it's Smooth Criminal.
This guy's sharp.
Alejandro was saying the week coming up to this, like that he was very excited to meet you, and he was worrisome, like, man, what if this guy doesn't like me? But it's cool that you guys are like hitting it off.
Yeah. So what would happen if I didn't like you? I would have to like leave, or like would you just wait until I'm gone to say something?
No, I would be like middle of the road nice to you,
Okay, got you.
right? So it'd be like just nice enough for you to leave and be like, yeah, I think Alex likes me. But everyone who knows me would be like, no, that means Alex hates you.
Kalen's a dick. That's what he is.
I have to bust on your balls a little bit. Bust your balls a little bit. Otherwise, it's, you know.
He said that phrase wrong a little bit.
What? How did I say it wrong?
He said, I'm not going to break it down. People heard it. Kalen, yeah. So tell the baddies about yourself. When meeting someone, what's like the short synopsis of what Kalen is?
The short synopsis: a winner. I like to win at almost anything. I hate losing.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you're competitive?
Very, extremely. Rock paper scissors. I'm trying to win.
Are you serious? Rock, paper, scissors. Is there any strategy with rock, paper, scissors?
There actually
There-
is.
Yes, it's quite a bit.
There actually is.
Break it down, please.
So
So
rock
there's three-
is for
there's a third.
solid people, right?
Oh, you're doing it like metaphorically.
Yes, it's on, and it works 96.2% of the time.
I go with like statistics. Most people will do rock first because they think that's easiest for their hand to make.
Actually,
Lazy people.
It's a,
Yeah.
it's a when you do the rock paper scissors shoot. It's a mental thing. So solid people who know what they're doing choose rock. Fluid people choose scissors, and people in
Fluid
between choose scissors because it's in between.
Fluid people.
So 95% of the time, people are going to use scissors.
How old were you when you figured this out? And are you good at this?
Probably like 19, 20.
You two play rock, paper, scissors right now. Also,
One,
let's
two, three,
knows
shoot.
now.
1, 2, 3, shoot, or 1, 2, 3.
Whichever.
also rock, paper, scissors. I don't think do people count it?
Well, sometimes people fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
You-
get
okay.
you, I
See,
get
so
you.
it
Okay.
doesn't fucking matter. Real competitors know. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
I don't
Oh, Kalen,
Yes.
you're good at rock, paper, scissors, dude.
I don't like this shit.
Impressive. Yeah. Wow, you're actually very sensitive about this game.
I hate losing more than I like winning.
That's a real thing. Honestly.
You played football too,
Football and lacrosse.
and lacrosse. Which one's better? Which one did you have more fun with?
Which one were your co-teammates less racist?
Ooh, that's a good one. Probably less racist football for sure. So lacrosse is more fun. You get a chance to get the ball more. You get
They have to pass it to you in lacrosse.
you have to pass it, and you're around it, and you're involved in almost every section of the game. Football is like once every 11 plays, you can see some action depending on your position. So, and I played defense. I was a corner, like on the island. So
Okay.
if there's a run play to the other side, it has nothing to do with me.
Oh shit. Okay. I've never played football before. I played flag football before, but I would like to play with people that could actually teach me the ropes, show me the ropes, and like I want to play it the right way. I get a lot of flack from my friends like Otis and Alejandro say like, "Oh, you don't like sports or you didn't."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we do give you flag for that.
you know, it's not that I don't like it. It's just I didn't grow up with it, and so me forcing myself to enjoy it just to have a decent conversation and keep up with the times is would not be integral to me. I think so.
But that's what I've done for like baseball and basketball and things that I didn't know about. I went out of my way to try and learn about so I can have a better understanding for it. And now I've come around to it and actually enjoy some of these things. You know, and through that I learned that, you know, I can learn to like things like hockey. I don't know anything about hockey. I'm sure if I learned more about it, I'd be into it. I think I understand the premise of it. It's like soccer on skates and then they get to fight each other. So those are all things that I like, but I like don't know enough about the sports or the stories or the athletes to make it worth it, as opposed to like football, which it's all about the stories. Like you love football for the stories. The athleticism of football is a whole different discussion. But like football is all about stories. Baseball is all about like team arcs and like this team they never won. The Red Sox haven't won in 100 years. Like it's all about these long.
That is stuff
stories.
that I like to hear.
Yeah, that's what makes
regards to
people like sports for sure. And then once you get into it, it's all about the athletics of it and
the camaraderie and whatnot.
Yeah. So for me, it's the investment. So, you know, one of the people who say, like, if your team loses, you have a bad day, that's real. So I invest a lot of time into the Raiders. I look at who they're drafting, who they're picking up, what the coach is doing, the decisions they're making, who's getting cut, who's getting DUIs on the weekend. And then when they play, I'm talking shit the whole week. So if they lose, that's going to come back on me. So it's about what do you enjoy in it. So if you're just going out to play football, then that would be what you enjoy. But if you're like playing Madden or learning about the game, or you pick a team and you keep up with them, then that's how you pretty much would learn.
I think one of the aspects, I enjoy the camaraderie. I like the competition that is involved with sports. The athleticism is a factor that I wish I possessed because I'm dying on the field, regardless of the sport. It could be golf.
Yeah.
I'm twisting my back. I don't know how it's going to happen. Not an athlete, more of a thespian.
That torque.
Yeah, too much torque. And then Christian just fucking somehow decapitated himself. But with sports, something I want to learn how to do that I admire that with the people around me is talk shit. Because I don't know enough to talk shit.
you don't actually need to know much to talk
Because
shit.
I know of certain groups, of certain teams that are just rivals, you know, like the Niners and the Raiders.
The Niners and the Rainers.
The Niners and the Reindeers.
Football teams.
Yep.
So shit like that. I don't know how to talk shit. So like, what's your go-to talk shit thing for sports?
Well, when you talk shit, you have to kind of know what you're talking about. Like, it only works if it hurts, right?
Yeah.
So it depends on who I'm talking to. So if I know a team has no rings and the Raiders has 3, they can say whatever they want. They can have a winning season. You guys have never won a Super Bowl. Why are you talking to me?
And you could totally be talking to people about Super Bowls that happened in the last century.
In the last century.
Totally. Like it's so relevant that these
can bring
happened
it up?
Your team's
within
been
like the
around
last century. It's
50
like
years, you've never won.
100 years ago, the Raiders won an award, and it's like they've never won since then is the problem with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then how does it feel when you're on the other end of that spectrum and like someone talks shit to you about your team and they got you?
It hurts. Like, you just got to take it on the chin. Like,
Damn,
yeah,
you
next
take
year,
it.
we'll get you.
Are you good at talking shit?
I'm the best.
Well, next year we'll get you is kind of the Raiders catchphrase, right? We'll
That
get
is
you
true.
next year.
That is.
Yeah,
Hey, we're still kicking.
we'll get you next year.
What's your team?
Well, I'm a Chargers fan, baby.
See? Winless team.
Well, I'm
But
sorry.
Damian Thomason never won a ring.
No, he
Switching
did.
cities, nothing changed.
Ooh.
San Diego to LA. Loser, loser, loser.
Ooh, can I
Loser,
try?
loser. Let me ask you a real
so
question before
fun.
you start talking about losers.
We have more rings in LA than you do.
Let me ask you about rings in LA. When you started winning, how many times do you post about it on your Facebook page?
Every time I win.
Really? All those playoff wins, you Raiders post about that?
Yes.
No, you don't, because you Raiders haven't fucking won a playoff win since 2001.
I'm going to try to
2002.
say exactly what Kalen said because it looked so fun. Oh, from San Diego to LA? Make up your fucking mind, loser.
That's not what he said.
Charger? What you charging?
I will say this right now. Yours makes me more upset because it's rambling nonsense.
Kind of pissed me off too.
Yeah, like at least yours, I understood like that. Like we were on a level. You're talking about like LT and shit, but like yours actually made my blood pump a little bit harder.
Why? It shouldn't.
Because it felt like you were insulting me. And not about my team. You were insulting me about the sport itself.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
Because you felt it too a
Yeah,
little bit,
it's
didn't
like
you?
a-
I was
How did I make an enemy out of you?
it's like a
Because
little
of the
brother
way you-
thing. Like my little sister used to come around and say, Kalen, I just wasted 10 seconds of your life. And it just
You
pissed
think
me
I did
off.
that to him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just little brothered him? Fuck, I never want to be your little brother. Oh, what did that make? Oh, I did it. I talked shit.
Nice.
Yo, I talked shit.
Are you a little brother?
He's a little brother. That's what
There
it
it
is,
is. Got
man.
Fuck you, Christian.
Oh, because that hurts my soul. Bring it on, bud. Not the first time I heard those two words out your mouth.
Christian, you fuck.
What are you, like someone fighting in the 40s? Yo, fuck you. You want to throw fisticuffs?
It's like the 40s, but with like modern like swearing. You fuck chum, yeah.
Dude, what?
I'm walking here.
Thanks,
That's
Dustin.
your go-to?
Thanks, Dustin Hoffman.
I just want to be involved.
You're from Florida, not New York, dude.
Let the big boys have their game over here, all right? You can play when we call you up. All right?
Nice.
Oh. Anyway, so how many times have you been to the Vegas Stadium?
The Vegas, none.
None.
I want to go. It looks amazing.
I've seen it from the outside when they were finishing it up. It does look really nice.
The Death Star.
But you know, you got to give us some credit in LA. Our new $1 billion stadium is very, very nice.
I haven't seen it. I haven't heard anything about it.
SoFi Stadium is beautiful.
For real?
We've crammed 2 football teams and 1 soccer team in that stadium because LA doesn't respect sports.
I'll say
You're talking shit to a larger crowd.
Yeah,
now.
the
I'll tell you
Lakers.
that. I mean, it's not just Kane.
They only respect the Lakers. They actually only respect the Lakers. It's the only team they care
Dodgers?
about.
Clippers.
Yeah, even the Dodgers won the World Series, and half the people in LA don't even like them.
Oh, wow.
Who is the most hated team?
The Boston Celtics,
Why?
because they cheat and they're racist.
Is that they're racist cheaters?
Yes, I'm not even like speaking out of school here. They're like classically a racist team.
Like all of them?
You know, they were like the last team to integrate, and also like they like treated people bad. Boston, just as a whole, is pretty racist. Sorry, Boston people, if you're listening.
Yeah. Boston, because I would say the Patriots, too.
Patriots are also most hated, but the problem with the Patriots is they still win.
They win, yeah.
They're good.
That's why they hate them.
Yeah.
If you're not from there, you get tired of it.
Because how many times have the Patriots won the Super Bowl?
I always say a 6, and I always say that the city of Boston should not have any professional sports teams because, as far as I'm concerned, they cheat way too much. The Red Sox cheat, the Patriots cheat, you know, the Celtics cheat, and I don't know enough about their hockey team, but I'm sure they cheat too.
If
Okay.
you're not cheating, you're not trying. So
I don't
Michaela,
know. I don't know if I agree with that statement there. Okay, other teams that suck, that are hated. Let's say in other sports.
hate it.
the Las Vegas Raiders, the
right
Oakland
reasons.
Raiders,
For the right reasons.
LA Raiders.
Oh, they win.
When they went back to the Oakland Raiders, when they went
They just
back to
watched.
LA Raiders, when Al Davis bought the Raiders,
Let's talk about a team nobody thinks about, the Chargers.
a team that's the
Damn.
best underrated team ever. I don't know if you gamble on sports betting.
I do.
Then you
Oh,
should love the
shit.
Chargers because they
Why?
always cover on the under, baby. Underdog. Pew, 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 pew. We don't want to win. We just want less than 28 points.
Sports betting is a crazy concept to me because it could get really specific.
You can.
It's incredibly specific.
Like- you
Especially basketball. Like,
You could
March
say
Madness is finishing. It's over now.
like you could bet on a specific player making like a specific shot or amount of points in a particular section of the game, like a
Yep.
particular quarter, right?
you can bet on the first player to score, the last player to score, the over, say the game's 110 points. Is it going to be under? Is it going to be over?
You can do that at the end of the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, halftime. You can do it. Yeah.
Damn.
Is the combined points at the second quarter going to be over 50 points or over 75 points? Stuff like that.
Are they making more than 50% of their 3-pointers? That's another good prop bet.
See, look at that. I mean, is that an itch that you're constantly craving? Are you always betting on sports?
No. It's only like if my friends are talking about it or this looks good, or it's stuff like some people use it to get even more involved in the game. So now your money's on the game. So now you got to pay attention.
That's how I got into basketball, was when I started sports betting.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you didn't like basketball earlier on?
I never grew up watching basketball. I didn't watch basketball as a kid growing up.
Because basketball is like my favorite sport.
Mm-hmm.
People like to see me dribble up and down the court.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe you just made us all go through that. I cannot believe you're making us all go through that.
Yo, you don't like Lil Bow Wow?
No, he's a narc.
Like Mike is a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Not as good as Like Mike 2.
There's a 2.
Is his name Mike as well?
Is he like?
It's like also Mike, but it's about Michael Lawrence. It's weird.
Could have been Mike.
Tell us about Florida.
Florida, okay.
Is Florida crazy?
It can be. The weather is terrible, so you can walk outside. So you know how California doesn't either raining or it's not raining, and if it's raining, it's gonna rain for like 4 days.
Yeah.
In Florida, you can walk outside, it'd be clear, and then 20 minutes later, it's a thunderstorm.
20 minutes?
And then yes, like that quick. And then like
how do you dress?
Exactly.
What do you do?
Exactly.
You just always have a jacket in your car?
Something like that.
It's almost like you kind of have to prepare for everything at once.
You
Fuck
don't
no, dude.
And I'm not talking about like some small rain. I'm talking about like big raindrops, thunderstorm. Like,
Really?
Yes. It's crazy.
Okay. And within the span of 20 minutes, so you can never trust your weather app on your phone.
Or that's the only thing you trust. You just keep constantly looking at it.
Sometimes it'll say like 40% thunderstorm, stuff like that. So
40%?
You can kind of gauge it.
Damn, dude.
Well, you know when they say a percentage on a weather thing, it's actually the area that it's covering, how much of that percentage will be wet, not the chance of it getting wet. So when you see like 40% chance of rain, it's not actually, 60% chance that it won't. It's actually 40% of this area of Concord will be wet.
Oh, like it, I remember I used to get
The
confused.
coverage.
Oh, I never knew that.
Oh, you're agreeing with me all the way through.
I was like, hey.
Oh,
maybe.
Well, because okay, this is something that I'm trying to get better at. Is if I don't understand what someone's saying to me, I won't just blindly look at them and just say, okay. Like try to actively listen when I'm thinking about like my laundry or something, right?
Yeah.
Or I'll just be, if I don't know something, I'm learning to be curious and to ask questions. Because that's better than being ignorant and prideful,
That's
right?
true. Some people will say, like, have you ever heard this? And they'll just say yes. Trying to get the comment. I'm a no, I haven't. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, because that's how you freaking learn.
And that's how you win. The more stuff you know, the easier it is to win at almost everything.
Exactly. And this is where your competitive brain comes in, right?
Yes.
Constantly learning.
Yes, you have to. You got to take them on the chin. Like, okay, I don't know this. Tell me more. Or what's going on. Stuff like that.
Damn. I was talking to one of my cousins, and she says
Which one?
I don't think you know her. Shawnalyn, you want me to say your name? She was telling me like what she says instead of like if she's not listening or if she doesn't know what the person's talking about at all, she'll just say why. Right? Because you could tag that at the end of like any as a response to anything. Let's try it right now. Just tell me like a random thing about World War II.
Gosh, just so many facts. I just can't find just one. Did you know that during World War II? Here we go. Got it. During World War II, General Patton beat the shit out of a dude, and then they took him away from his duty as general.
Why?
Because the guy had shell shock.
Why?
Because shell shock is a problem with a lot of our soldiers. In fact, we send them into horrible war-torn areas and then expect them to act like humans when they come back.
Wait. Why, though?
Why do we do that? That's just the facts of life. That's how we do wars. We send men off to die, and we watch them come back and be shells of their former selves. And then we act like they should be okay and be grateful for the fact that they're alive.
Why?
See, I think there's better ways. Yeah. You sound like a child.
Yeah, this is my first time trying it. I'm not standing by this rule.
Why is not? You know what I do?
It works, but it's annoying.
I do. Interesting. And why do you think that? Can you explain that? Yeah. I will straight up ask people to explain stuff to me, especially if I don't know it. Because, and that being said, I'm not trying to be an asshole here. There's very few times when I don't know a word. And if I find a word, then I have to ask that person what it is. For example, a couple years ago, I heard for the first time in my life, fob, key fob. I've never heard that word before in my life.
You thought of a Filipino fresh off the boat.
Nope. I had never heard that word, had never heard those three letters together at once. And I literally like stopped the person I was talking to. I was like, what is that word that you're saying? And she's like, fob. I don't know what that is. And she's like, it's like a keychain or whatever. And I was like, oh, I've never looked at it. So I looked up the word fob, and sure enough, it means like a keychain. It's something that you hang off of your keys. But I just didn't, there are no stupid questions, only stupid mistakes.
Or the stupidest questions out there are the ones that aren't asked.
I mean, that's kind of
Play
a
stupid
repackaging
games,
of what I
win
said.
stupid prizes.
You win some, you lose some.
But you live.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love.
A response that I think I go to, and I think is one of the funniest things.
Any 70s sitcom?
What?
What's happening now?
Oh, a response to like, a response to what we were just talking about, right? In lieu of saying why or like, okay. When people say, "Dang, that's crazy,"
You gotta stop hanging out with those people.
that shit's so funny. Well, I mean, like I don't do it all the time, and like I'm not gonna say like, "Hey, I'm not hanging out with you anymore because you say, dang, that's crazy."
I am kind of an asshole and want to make sure people are listening to me. And so if somebody says that to me, I'd be like, oh, yeah? What's so crazy about it?
If I say that would kill me.
You know what? I wasn't listening.
If I say that's crazy twice, it's time to wrap it up. Like, what's going on? Like,
You're not the type of person. You earlier just said that people don't like you upon first meeting you. Are you not the type of individual that, like, if you're uninterested in that, like, initial conversation, like, how do you escape it? Do you say that's crazy twice?
If I say that's crazy, that's
away.
like kind of. This is only if I know you, right?
Uh-huh.
If I don't know you, then you're not gonna waste my time at all, and I'm just gonna be like, "What are you doing? Like, what's going on?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, it depends on.
That's
it all
really
depends
to
on like.
the point.
It depends on what we're talking about too. It's all situational.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So if you're like, "Hey, remember that one time at Six Flags?" Woo, 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 and I'm like,
Woo, woo.
"Yeah."
You hanging out with a lot of juggalos?
Woo, woo.
Talking about juggalos and my juggalots? Woo woo.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Fill in the blank.
That's an interesting...
You must be well read. You just said et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
You must be... Because a lot of people, when they're trying to fill in what the other person's saying and like telling a story, they'll say like and yada yada, or they said blah 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 and all that stuff. I've never heard someone say, and they were saying this and that and woo 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 woo. That's a very interesting thing that I'm learning about you.
It's just a culture type thing.
Something that I've known you for such. Is it?
Yeah. So like, a couple of my friends from New York, if they're telling a story, they're gonna start off so boom. Right, and that's how the story starts. And if you're out here, so you're like that one time, and then so it depends. So in the South they go and woo woo woo
and woo woo woo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much. I'm gonna try to use woo 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 woo
organically
in a conversation with the next person I meet. I've known you for a long time. Alejandro's just meeting you today. And even though I've known you for a long time, I feel like there's still so much to you that I don't know. Because as goofy as you are and like kind and lovable, you do have a sense of mystery to you.
Yes.
And do you know that?
Yes, for the most part. I don't just open up to anyone. Like the goofy side, like that's for everybody. You can get that. That comes free. But if you like actually like try to talk to me about certain stuff, like I don't talk about like family with just anybody. I don't talk about my wife to just anybody. I don't just put her out there like that. Like Disney and anime, some people get that side of me. Some people don't. Sports, like it all depends
on who you're talking to.
Yeah, it all depends on who I'm talking to and what environment I'm in. So, and I'm trying to win. You know.
Yeah. It always comes down to that.
Just trying to win. Like
there's something that I respect a lot about that. I mean, like I've been preaching lately that I'm working on like my own transparency, but trying to balance that out with like just because I'm trying to be sincere with people doesn't mean I necessarily have to just confide in them fully. But like I am trying to work on my honesty, and I often notice that one of my defense mechanisms with a lot of like people that are funny is to try to be funny. Like we'll try to like break the ice or the tension with a joke. What would you say is when you're uncomfortable? What's a defense mechanism of yours? I
learned this like going through high school. It's to let your yeses be yeses and your nos be nos. So if say my friends want to go out and I say no and they be like, come on, we'll do this, and they say what for? It's just a no. Like I'm not doing it. Stuff like that. And just a mental aspect of that. Or why did you do that, Kalen? Like because I wanted to.
Yeah.
You feel me? I shouldn't have to explain myself. And that's where people get into that type of area.
And you've always been like that since?
No, I was a people pleaser. I'm an older brother, so I was trying to take care of everybody. And, oh, y'all want to go out? I don't want to miss out. Type stuff like that. And then at the end of the day, there's like bigger things in this world. There's important things that you got to handle first and stuff like that.
Was there a specific moment in time where you just kind of had that flip where you're just like, okay, I do have to set my own walls and boundaries and whatnot, right? Yeah. I got to step my foot down and I got to stop being a people pleaser. I connect with that very well because my mother, I don't know if you've met her, but she's like a wonderful hostess. She's going to like bend over backwards just to make sure that you are well fed, that you have everything you need, to make sure that you are comfortable underneath her roof, and even like outside of her roof. It could be in your home, and she's going to be trying to feed you. Yeah. And so I've definitely adopted that trait from my mother. And so that's why you'll see me as I was setting up the podcast. I always like to ask, like, hey, you got water? Like, do you want to drink? I want you to be comfortable and whatnot. I'm
Being
glad
a great
that,
host.
Huh?
Being a great host.
Yes. But then that also bleeds into my everyday life and my everyday personality of just being a people pleaser. I'm always wanting to make people laugh. I'm always wanting to, I'm so willing to just take the bullet for people. And it's something that I'm working on. Yeah. It definitely is. And it wasn't one specific moment. It was a collection of moments. So for you, what I'm asking is that when you had that flip in your personality, was it a specific moment, or did it just gradually change?
I would say if I had to pick a moment, it'd probably be like right after high school, right? So in high school, you see everybody every day. You know the people. You know what you're getting into. Like 2 days after you graduate, the world's open to you. Like, what are you doing? I didn't have no scholarship or nothing like that, so I had to go to community college. So it's just like, damn, like the world is just whatever. I ain't got no job. I'm not in no school. It's summertime. Like, I got to figure this shit out type thing.
Yeah.
And then in junior colleges, when you start, like, I took a philosophy class, and then there's so many theories and so many, like, what's it called? Sayings that apply. Like, you can't pour from an empty cup type shit like that.
Yeah.
And just things like that, I guess.
Okay, I see. So it was around that time as a young adult where you started to learn. Okay, and then would you say, if young Kalen were to look at older Kalen now, what would he think of Kalen? Would he be proud? Would he? And I know that's a heavy question.
That is. That's a different question.
But it's such an important question that I'm trying to ask myself every day, because that's, 24 hours in a day seems long, can seem short, but still it's enough time to be better than you were the previous 24 hours.
Got you. So definitely he would be proud, because I didn't know what I was going to be. I was hanging around with, like, rough people. Like, mom's side of the family is kind of different, so kind of out there. And then, like, it could have really went anywhere. But I got my own house. I'm married. I got a car. I'm doing good.
Congratulations, man.
I'm not dependent on anybody. I'm self-driving, so.
Yeah, that is a big deal. That is a big deal. And I'm sure we're all proud of you too. You came from California, you went all the way to Florida. You're in the military, which is just like such an honorable thing. Can you expand on that? Like, what is it like to be in the Navy, man?
It's good.
Don't get shy on us now, pal.
There's certain things you can't say and certain things you can say until, like, you're off. So.
Well, let me ask you a couple questions. Living on a ship, as you do, yes?
Yes.
How often have you seen unidentified aerial phenomenons or UFOs? I'm sorry. You're the only one who gets to interview the guest?
Oh, that's a great question. Because I was thinking, like, okay, what are good questions to ask him, like, about the Navy? And that's a solid one, actually.
How often have you seen an unidentified aerial phenomenon?
So I've seen no aliens.
I didn't ask about aliens. I asked about unidentified aerial phenomena.
I've seen no aliens.
Son of a bitch! My grandfather was in the Navy.
Okay.
Until he got kicked out.
Oh, no.
And then he joined the Army.
Nice.
And they took him because they'll take anybody.
They will.
Yeah, and it was the Dutch Army too, so they'll literally take anybody. The story goes that they were in Japan during World War II.
Okay.
And God, I hope I'm remembering this right. And they were Dutch soldiers, right? So they were getting their food and their rations from the Netherlands. But my grandfather and their whole family's from Indonesia. They lived there for 200 years.
Okay.
So they're getting European food and European style like rations, but that's not what they eat. They don't eat this kind of shit. So they sent a letter back. Apparently my grandfather had this idea of sending a letter back to like their command and being like, hey, just send us a stipend. We'll buy the food because we're in an Asian culture. We'll buy the rice and all the food that we eat. We'll buy it here. And the Dutch government were like, you know what? It costs a bunch of money to ship food. That would be cheaper. Yeah, we'll write you guys a check. So they wrote them a check for food every week. And then they would just like steal food from the villages and stuff like that instead.
No, man.
Send the checks back home to their family. But, that's how you fucking do it in the days.
That's definitely interesting.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
They're just like, we don't need this shit. And then they're like, hey, just send
That's
that check.
crazy.
That
Send
is
that check out.
legitimately crazy, though. That is
Yeah.
the stories that you tell me about, like your relatives from the past, are insane, man. I had a few uncles that were in the Navy. A few of my uncles from the Philippines that were in the Navy, and now they're in America because they hopped off the boat and stayed here undocumented and and figured it and married someone here.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's where the term "fresh off the boat" comes from. Just a fun little fact there. So what's the craziest thing?
Can't tell you the craziest thing. I can tell you we seen dolphins on the side of the boat.
Dolphins.
That's the craziest thing?
I can't tell you the craziest thing.
Oh, you can't, you literally, cannot.
Like,
damn.
yeah.
Well, there goes like half my questions about the Navy. Let's talk about the next thing.
I got a couple questions about the Navy. How often do you and your bunkmates hold each other at night?
That's classified.
Oh, okay. So over, under 4 times a night?
More than 5.
More than 5. Yes. And do you take turns? Your bunk, then his bunk, and then his bunk, then your bunk? Or is it like, do you have like a separate bunk just for cuddling?
Whoever needs it the most.
Whoever needs it the most. Understood.
Oh, there you
understood.
go.
Yes.
You guys are...
I only cuddle for pleasure, not for my job. So,
They do it for warmth, man. It's cold out there.
It's a necessity. I think, yeah.
It's rough.
That was a weird day of boot camp, right? When they teach you how to do the hot dog and bun.
What is that?
The hot dog and bun is when you open butt cheeks and put your hot dog in between. Right? Is that not how the Navy keeps each other warm? I don't know. Like I said, my grandfather was an army man. But,
Alejandro does it without being in the Navy, so he's just curious how. Navy
like I said,
men
I do it purely for pleasure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm more of a hamburger guy.
what is that?
I don't know.
That's when
I'm
you
just trying to
shit
fit
into
in.
someone else's butt crack.
What about the taco?
The taco's a Mexican vagina.
I love tacos. Just want to put it out there. Love tacos. Hard shell, soft shell. Tacos of all shapes and sizes.
An empanada.
Dude, an empanada.
Ooh.
An empanada is a tricky one because it's a taco, but sealed.
A seal taco. Oh, so you mean like a virgin?
I guess so.
Shit. Oh, hey, is that the baby crying?
Yep, here we go.
I'll be right back. I gotta get the baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our very first infant, our official certified ICBTB infant. If you think we are kidding, hop on YouTube and see for yourself. Alejandro recently adopted a child because he thought it was time that he put his fatherly skills to use. And
What did he name it?
is the child now. Yeah, what'd you name your kid?
Stop yelling, come on. You know I didn't adopt the baby.
Stop yelling, man.
Josephine.
Josephine?
Josephine.
Is it Josephine? We'll call her JoJo.
This is Laura. I picked up a nannying job. I didn't have time to finish before we recorded, so I had to bring her to the studio. I thought she was going to sleep the whole time.
Where was Laura this entire,
She was
40
sleeping on your
minutes?
bed where I left her.
You put her on an adult bed?
Yeah, but you put pillows around them so they don't fall off. You clearly have never watched a baby before.
Not really, man, because I don't have to right now. I have zero obligation toward any infant.
Well, I'm getting paid to watch this baby, so. Can I have another whiskey, please?
Drunk nanny on the job.
Nice.
Little bit for me, little bit for the baby.
Do you like babies, Kalen?
I love kids.
Really? And
Yeah.
kids love you?
Yeah, they better.
Or else what?
Yeah, what do you do?
You're gonna beat them.
You can't tell us the craziest thing that happens in the Navy, but you could tell us that that's what you do to a kid that doesn't like you.
Not a kid, a baby.
A baby whose frontal lobe is not fully developed. They have 0 bones because it's still cartilage. Basically, the consistency of applesauce. They literally are what they eat.
Oh, better not disrespect me.
Yeah, they're dead. You're a big boy, and
I'm gonna
you know,
shake them.
you want to show the camera
she's
the baby?
sleeping.
Laura,
Fucking Laura, dude.
twinkle.
You guys are going to make my job so much harder than it needs to be, okay? I'm never going to be allowed to bring her to the studio.
I know you have siblings. Are you an uncle to
I am an uncle.
any children?
I am an uncle.
Okay.
My older sister, she has a little boy.
Oh, nice.
Damani, yes.
Damani.
And I also have a kid, Mochi. Shout out Mochi.
Shout out Mochi, your 9-month-old pup, right?
That's right. That's right.
What kind of dog?
Pitbull Plot Hound mix.
Damn.
What was the second one?
Plot Hound. Plot.
Never heard of that breed. Can you give me a little bit more?
It's a bear hunting dog.
Wow, really?
Plot Hound.
Interesting.
Long tail, and they howl and they dig.
Do they have a tail?
Long
Long tail.
tail.
What is it? Yeah. What have you learned the most from owning a dog?
Patience.
Really?
Yeah. 'Cause
Are you a patient? Were you a patient man in general?
Not really. It's probably one of my weaker suits. Like, I want you.
Your wife just shouted out no, even though we told the audience to stay quiet.
Pretty much, if you can understand me and I know that you know what I'm saying, I want you to do it.
Well, how long is your fuse?
It's probably like 1 or 2 times after I try it.
Really?
Yeah,
So
like, come on, what are we doing?
The third time
Yeah, sit, motherfucker.
How long?
Your boss is like, this is my office, Kalen. I'll stand if I want to.
How long is your fuse with people in general?
Ooh, depends on the person. Like, give me a scenario.
Me. And
Your CO.
Ooh, my CEO. Hey, you can say whatever you want. He got it. If you control my money, you're good.
they got something over
Yeah,
here.
you got something.
Let's say it's me, and the situation is. No, let's make it easier. Let's say it's Alejandro.
Okay.
And let's say that you guys just got into a kerfunkle.
All right.
And he spilt coffee on your lap, and now he's trying to pat it with a towel.
All right, you're gonna stop patting my lap right now. I got this. I'm grown man.
Yeah, first of all, you're not telling him how I would pat it. I would pat it with my open mouth. Because as I would do it, I'd be screaming, Zamboni!
I'll be like a little softer, man. What are you gonna do?
You know what? As long as you don't kiss me, it's okay.
So how far in that scenario could Alejandro get before you just like take his neck and like throw him?
Before you take my neck and force me down lower.
In a realistic situation, probably like after the spill, I'll be like, all right, like, what's going on? It depends on how he spilled it too. Like if he just like turned his cup upside down, like, are you drunk? Like, what are you doing?
No,
Or
Kalen.
if it's like
I'm not.
that might piss me off. But
Have you been in a fight before?
plenty of fights.
Okay. Oh, you're flexing that.
No, it's not. I'm not saying I could beat anybody up, but I'm saying I know how to defend myself. So.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've been in 0 fights. And
Zero?
I think I can defend myself.
Ooh.
You should definitely get punched in the face at least once, just so you know what it's
recommend
like.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
Before getting in an actual fight?
Yeah,
Yes.
for
Just
sure.
ask someone to punch me in the face?
Yes.
Not you.
Like it's a
Not you, dude.
like depending on situation. Like the first time you get hit, it's gonna be like, what the fuck? Like we're here now. Like
I mean, I've been in fights with my brother, but
that's-
they're body shots.
yeah, it's not the same.
Okay.
When you're fighting somebody who's trying to fuck up your face,
Like the nose will make your eyes watery. Like
My glasses are done.
you get hit in the wrong spot, you can get disoriented. Like and it's just a like, what are you gonna do now? Type of thing.
I imagined. I think I was most confident in my fighting abilities when I was growing up because I had recognized that I was growing at a faster rate than the other kids.
Gotcha. So you're bigger.
I was a bigger boy.
Okay.
And I could smother these kids if I wanted to,
gotcha.
right? I was playing basketball in the 5th grade, and I was able to rebound constantly because all
Okay.
these other short fucks were just trying to,
Gotcha.
they were just short.
And I was one of those short fucks. I was 5'2" until like the 11th grade.
No,
Yeah.
you're kidding. You were that
Yes,
short?
I was short, but I was athletic. So I'm picking on like 260-pound linemen, like
Damn.
slapping them in the back of the head and running away type stuff.
Damn. Who does that?
someone who can run away.
Exactly.
Because I'm not doing that.
Because you couldn't run away.
You got it. Yes, definitely. I think my go-to move, I've talked about this literally on Michaela's podcast, was like, first of all, I am the best fighter in a jumper.
Oh, a jumper?
In an inflatable jumper.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I gotta get some air. You're talking about like a jumpsuit?
Yeah, no, I imagine you like, I jump and I kick. Those are my two moves. Like where some people are like, I'm a biter and a puncher. You're like, no, I'm a kicker and a jumper. That's what I thought you were saying.
I'm thinking you're talking about like actually jumping somebody, like 4 people on one person. That's when you're the best.
Of course,
at.
that's the only way. The only way I win fights is when there's 6 of us and one of them.
That's my best scenario.
I can't win a one-on-one, but if there's 6 of you guys, I'm fucking all 6 of you guys.
The other
No,
way
you're
around.
on the 6, bro. You're not the jumpy, you're the jumper.
Oh, I thought that's what we were saying, is that I can defend myself in large crowds.
No, you
can
are the
defend
large
your-
crowd.
Yeah, you can defend yourself in a large crowd versus one person.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. One person, it depends on who. It depends on who. I tell Alejandro this all the time, but I get into a lot of hypothetical arguments when I brush my teeth, which is why my toothbrush is fucked up.
With yourself?
With like people that I've disliked in the past. I'm like, you call me fat now? Do you see my fucking forearm? You
Careful
piece
with
of
that hand
shit?
gesture.
Yeah, it's an electrical, so I'm holding it like this. But I'll do that in the shower too. So I don't use bar soap anymore because I would scrub too hard and it just go away too fast.
Okay, got you.
And I just need a constant change of toothbrush heads for my electric toothbrush.
I just got a new one today for my Quip.
Nice, congratulations. But there is something in our biology. Well, let's break it down. If I had gone into a Quip conversation,
What's a
that
quip?
what is exactly? It's a fancy toothbrush that they, give discount codes on other podcasts.
I was thinking like the oil pen, like you dip your ink.
That's a quill. This has completely gone off the rails.
Okay. Anyway, I get into fights with imaginary people. Is what I'm trying to say.
I get you. It's, for me, for that exact scenario, it's like right after, like, damn, I could have said this and that would have killed him. Like, yeah.
Replaying moments in our heads right after the thing had occurred.
Yes.
Is the death of a lot of people. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've gone into arguments and I'm like, I should have said this. Or I'm constantly prepping myself for future arguments. Gotcha. Like there are people that I dislike. I don't really hate anyone, but there are people that I dislike.
Laura.
Bye, Laura.
Jules is going to hold it for a little bit. My arm's getting tired.
There are a few people that I dislike, but I like to constantly have ammo on them. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha, yeah.
Like, I'll think about things that I know they're probably sensitive about, which sounds pretty evil.
Yeah.
But
Batman.
I'm just ready, dude.
Prep time.
Do you do that too?
Not really. I'm more quick-witted, so like it's on the. Not a shot, but it's like a.
You said you're dumb. He said you're dumb.
I'm not dumb, dude.
He told you stupid.
You're stupid,
No.
dude. Show the fucking baby. That's a fake baby, dude.
No, you leave Laura alone. Laura's sleeping.
You're a fucking psychopath.
No, I'm not.
Don't call me dumb. I'm not. He didn't call me dumb. He just says he's on the spot.
Yeah.
That's a fake baby. That's creepy. That's not staying in the studio.
Laura.
That is absolutely terrifying. Look at that. Don't shake babies.
Honestly, though, real quick, before we, since you've ruined my great bit, how many people thought this was a real baby? Vote down below. Comment, like, and subscribe.
No one thought it was a real baby, dude. No one thought it was a real baby.
I honestly, though, hang on, time out. Did you see the way I was cradling it and like
No,
bouncing
that's fine.
it? Very realistic.
Except for when you were pretending to be a Zamboni on his cock.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The joke was funnier than holding the baby, that's for sure.
I'm so upset at you.
It's okay, the camera still looks good.
No, that's I'm not upset about that. I'm upset. I'm not stupid. I'm fucking quick-witted.
You are.
Someone come get it.
Somebody come get it. I'm really quick-witted. Somebody come get it.
Hey.
I'm Christian and I'm smart too. I'm gonna get it.
Hey.
People calling me dumb. My name is Christian.
Turn up.
And this is no more fun.
What if I just start rapping super hardcore?
I wish you did just jump into 16 bars.
What? Can you freestyle?
No.
Oh,
terrible at it.
I think you can.
That's racist.
Let's do. No! Oh! I hate you and your fake fucking baby.
He clearly picked sports. All right, you can't do both.
Well, I think you were hinting that he could freestyle, or he does and tries to at least. So if you're super quick-witted,
Oh, now he's
Kalen?
challenging you.
I can do it now.
Kalen, I think he called you a bitch.
let's have
That's the code
Okay,
word.
we go.
Let's get it. It can't be that bad, and I'm not too sad. You said I can't rap, and that
say that.
kind of made me mad. So we switched up the flow. Christian is something you gotta know. I can rap anytime I want, and I'm really coming with the funk. Alejandro on the beat. The crowd can they can see how long do I have to go. I can do this all day, you know. Keep it going now.
What kind of beat was that, dude?
It's called a fresh, freaky, funky style beat, bro.
I don't know, man. Okay,
Would you like to respond?
sure, I'll respond.
Oh,
Yeah. Ad-libs first, because I gotta get in the mood. Yo, keep it together. Keep it together if you're gonna beatbox.
DJ Alejandro.
I'm sorry. Turning off that radio station, quick.
I know we haven't done an improv scene yet, Jules.
We'll do an improv scene after this freestyle. We'll do it. Okay.
Jesus.
Drop me a beat. My glasses are fogging up.
My balls are fogging up.
My hands are sweaty.
DJ Alejandro.
Ooh.
Okay. Chris, give me a word. Beef? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yo, I'm salty. No, I'm sweet. No, I'm salty. Look at them feet. Yeah, I got beef. Look at you. Come on me. Yeah, I'll fuck you up. Motherfucker, I'll fuck you up. Okay, I'm done.
My feet. Don't say that. I told you that in confidence. I'm mad at you.
We always ask our guests if there's one thing we're not supposed to talk about. Kalen said it was his feet, and Christian just went straight for his soul.
Oh, shit. All right, let's do a
Goddamn.
fucking improv scene.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my God. I'm sweating.
Oh man.
Oh, God. How's my hair? Do I look like Johnny Depp from Crybaby?
No, you look like Edward James Olmos from Stand and Deliver.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, highly irrelevant. Take another one of these for him, Jim. Another one of these, please. I thought you were going to wait until I finish this one, but thanks.
On the same tab.
No, actually, put on that guy's tab.
That guy over there, Jim?
Yeah, put it on his tab.
You know Jim?
Yeah, he said he was going to cover my drinks today.
Okay, that's going to be 2 whiskey sours for the gentleman right here. And I'll put that on Jim's tab.
Thank you.
Hey, Jim, do you know this guy?
I don't know him. Who is he?
What?
You
No,
don't-
Jim. Jim, it's me. Jim. Hey, remember we were hanging out earlier? I walked over there and you were like, hey.
Can you please tell the stranger to stop talking to me?
Can you stop talking to Jim?
I'm sorry, Bill.
COVID, can you back up?
There's
It's
a
still,
seat in between us.
yeah, you can't get too close to people here.
I just miss human interaction.
Well, this is not the person you want to interact with.
But his knuckles say best friend.
Well, that's because he beat his best friend to death with those knuckles, and so he got a tattoo in honor of his dead best friend. Jim,
I can
right
see
here.
he's still very sad. He had the tears tattooed into his face.
Each tear for
How sad he is.
not necessarily.
Oh,
For
what,
each-
what are your tears for, sir?
Sir.
Sir?
First, my name's not Jim. My name is Thaddeus.
Oh, he told me your name was Jim.
That's his birth name.
Okay, Thaddeus is his birth name or Jim is his birth name?
Friends call him Jim. Strangers call him Thaddeus. So you call him Thaddeus.
I would like to stop calling you anything and just let this all die, actually. I'm not a fan of this situation.
So I didn't realize that. Sir, what was your name?
Alfred.
Alfred. You're new here. I didn't realize that you didn't know Jim.
I'm on a cross-country tour.
Alfred.
Yes.
One thing about this bar, we don't like weirdos.
Wow.
Stop being weird.
I'm so
All
sorry.
right? Now, I will buy you a drink if you get to know me.
I would love to get to know you, but you have to cut me some slack. A bar called Weirdos, you would think weirdos are allowed in.
It's like calling a big guy tiny.
Yeah.
What are you having?
I'm drinking cranberry juice with a splash of Sprite.
And it's apparently on your tab, Jim. You gonna let him get away with that?
Not that one, the next one.
Oh, then-
Okay, I guess just regular cranberry juice then, please.
Okay, here. This is what you got.
Can you put a little bit of water in there?
Are you diluting your cranberries?
Mother doesn't like me to have so much sugar.
It's interesting that you whisper it when everyone in the bar can see me diluting your whiskey sour. And it's a whiskey sour. Man the fuck up. Jim, tell this man about how you were an ex-convict.
Huh?
We don't talk about that.
Why'd you bring it up, Bill?
Because I'm protective of Jim.
But I'm going to tell you anyway.
You, Thaddeus? I'm scared of you. I'll be straight up with you right now.
So, this one time at band camp, do I play an instrument? No.
Are you asking your own questions, Jim?
Don't interrupt him. I just met this man and I know that's a mistake.
I'm telling him because he doesn't know if I play an instrument or not. So, at band camp, I walk in. I say, hey, what you kids doing here?
Cut to that moment. I need to see that moment. All right.
What are you doing here?
Fuck, it's Thaddeus.
Give me the flute.
Cut back to the bar. Thaddeus doesn't like to talk about that moment.
It seems entirely too scary. Why would you sneak up on those kids, Mr. Thaddeus? Oh, no, I didn't expect a response. You know what? Fuck me. How about that? I'll take my check, please. And you know what? Let me take Thaddeus's too, actually. I changed my mind.
Cut to the next day. They both show up at the bar and meet up once again.
Hey, guy.
Hey, Thaddeus.
You can call me Jim. My friends call me Jim.
What?
My friends call me Jim. It was an off day yesterday. I'm sorry. I had a lot going on.
Whoa.
Cut to whatever was going on in Jim's life.
Wife, make me a sandwich.
We're out of bread.
Out of bread?
Yes.
Better figure something out. Better get a tortilla or something.
Daddy, I broke your flute.
Kid, do your homework.
Okay.
Get back down here. Take out the trash. What are you doing?
Cut to the next event that pissed him off.
Sir, would you like to hear more information about the Jehovah's Witness?
No.
Cut to the next thing that made him super upset.
Why are the Chargers winning?
Cut to the next thing.
Why is it daylight?
You only like nighttime?
Love nights.
Cut back to the bar. He's had a rough day, but he seems to be on now. He was skipping around. You were skipping around earlier. Something good happened to you today, right?
Yes.
What happened to you?
Found a
sir?
$5 bill on the ground.
A $5 bill?
$5 bill.
Cut back to that moment.
Hey.
Cut back to the bar.
What brings you in today?
I left my debit card here last night.
Oh yeah, Alfred Middleton.
That's me.
Mr. Middleton. Hey, Mr. Middleton, what's your favorite movie?
Oh,
Jim does this thing where even if he doesn't really know you, he likes to know what your favorite movie is.
It's called Getting to Know You.
Shawshank Redemption. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll get going. Okay, I did not understand that was the wrong answer.
Cut to why Jim does not like Shawshank Redemption.
I don't like movies with Will Smith in it.
Oh, I don't know if you've seen Shawshank Redemption then.
I'm pretty sure he's not in it. If he is, I hate Will Smith.
First of all, that's Morgan Freeman. And second of all, that's Morgan Freeman.
Does he play God?
That's Bruce Almighty.
And that's Jim Carrey. Still not Will Smith.
Is he in a successful role where he has all the knowledge?
I don't know that one.
Like the knight? Every role he in, he's in a higher status.
Cut to all of the moments in Jim's life where he was throwing around wrong movie facts.
4. Hey kid, what is that? Dora the Explorer? No, it's Powerpuff Girls.
Look at him go all by himself.
7. You want to watch Batman? Peter Parker's pretty cool.
Holy shit, look at Jim over there talking to himself.
Remember when Doctor Strange went through like 4,000 different realities? That's what Jim's doing right here in the bar. He's just having like a conniption in front of us.
13, Fast and
Cut
Furious
to
2, Tokyo Drift.
The next day where it's just Alfred and the bartender. All right, Alfred, there's something I gotta tell you about Jim.
I can't believe we had to bury him this morning.
Oh, I'm back.
Scene.
Man, I was gonna go into something completely different, asshole.
What were you gonna take?
It doesn't even matter anymore.
Honestly, you guys got to tell me. I didn't know what we were doing. I was like, are they going to start? Is that how improv works?
Pretty much.
Improv is just, it's whatever. It is what it is.
There's no warning or anything.
There's none. I mean, there's a structure to it that could like bore, you or the audience if we got down to the science.
No who, what, when, where, why.
There was. The who was, Jim,
Bill,
Alfred,
Alfred.
bartender. What was going on was that he was putting all of his drinks on your tab and...
You found out, and then we had to, of course, address the problem of somebody putting their drinks on someone else's tab.
And that's the base reality.
Where were we? We were clearly in a bar.
Yeah.
Why were we there? You're a regular, and I just came into town.
Ooh. I would be kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
You were. Did you
Yeah,
see
you
that
were pissed
scene?
off?
Did you see that scene?
Oh, I didn't. We got to replay that.
That's called method acting. You were method acting, Kalen.
Congratulations. You're now Jared Leto.
I have a new skill.
Have you ever acted before in your life?
No.
No, never. I could see you on
that
the stage.
one time at Six Flags, Circus Delay. I knew what was going on, and I had to pretend I didn't. So that's acting.
I don't know what that means. Those are all gibberish words.
You get me?
Those sentences, that sentence doesn't make sense
At
to me.
Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, there was this event that went on where Melissa, my girlfriend, and Juliet, they had taken part in it, and it's called Cirque. What's the full name of that thing? Cirque
Dream Splash-tastic.
Cirque Dream Splash-tastic, where we had where the park had contracted performers, and they were doing like circus-like performances.
Okay.
And he was just saying that what were you saying? You didn't know what was going on, but you acted like you did?
Yeah, I was one of the guys who got kissed at the end. I didn't know.
That's that's acting, baby. Yeah, they kiss one of the guys.
That's how you finish that sentence. And that's acting, baby.
That's acting, baby.
See, he gets it.
You got it, dude.
Got it. That's half of the business of being an actor, is that right there. Just saying that. As soon as you finish a scene, you just look at those directors and you go, that's acting. I'll wait for your call.
Oh, I'll be like a crushed it kind of guy.
No, too cocky.
Too cocky.
What is there to do for fun, by the way, in Florida? I'm curious. If I were to ever visit Florida, how would you show me a good time? I'm sorry. I got to start phrasing the questions better.
Would we do anal if I came to visit you in Florida?
We have to warm up to that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Some jelly or something like that. No carrots, apparently. But yeah, Florida has a lot of food, so food would probably be a go-to. You can go skydiving for like $105, something like that. Did that.
Seems like a lot to ask to die.
Skydiving.
Yes, I heard what you said.
There's a picture of you skydiving.
There is.
And what is that experience like? Because I don't know if I'll ever do it in my life.
The most relaxing you will ever be in
No.
your life. Yes.
No.
100%. The scariest part is the flight up.
Of course.
And then once you drop, there is, hey, if I die, I die. And then you just take it all in. Like there's no saving you. You know, you can't grab anything. It's just wind blowing. It's the most relaxing you'll ever be. Like that 4 minutes of you falling, what's it called?
What? You will come?
You might.
Honestly, and then at that point,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do about it? Man?
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
got a little bit of jelly in your pants. That's all you gotta deal with it.
I gotta go contact a man about skydiving.
So at that moment though, you were like, it felt so free, like nothing else mattered.
You talking about the falling part?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, not the flying part.
The flying part and the hopping out is pretty scary.
like right before.
Like
What
right
were-
before, so you're in the small plane, right? And then you go up from scared. You're scared as shit. Like, why did I do this type of thing? Like, why am I here? What's going on? Then they open the door. You feel the wind first time. Boom, it all comes. And then you're like, shit, do I really want to do this? But you're strapped to another man. Then he's like, hey, put your foot out the door. So you put your foot out the door, and then he's like, here we go. And then that part, your heart's boom, boom,
Oh my
boom,
God.
boom, boom. He does a backflip. And then you just, like, you don't think about it, but the wind is like pressing against your face and your cheeks. And if you open your mouth, it's like,
Blah, 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 blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
And it's all that. And then you just look down. You look down and you see the little squares like you see on movies. You see those. You can't make out anything. And it's just all green. And then it's just like, shit.
Wow.
And then after that shit moment, you're just like, I'm here.
Would you say that was probably the scariest moment of your life?
No.
Like the moment right before?
No, my sisters almost killed me like 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry and congratulations on your life that you're still here. How about bungee jumping? Is that something that you'd consider now after skydiving?
I would never bungee jump.
Why not?
I seen Selena, and I don't know.
I think that movie's called Joe Dirt.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I think I'd rather skydive than bungee jump for sure. I don't know how people cliff dive. That's a
Ooh.
scary thing.
What about the squirrel jumping thing? That looks fun.
Oh, where you could glide?
Yes, that looks amazing.
That how safe is that though?
I don't know the statistics. Alejandro, how safe is it?
Not at all. People die constantly from it. Actually, that's not a joke.
Oh man,
You know, people die all the time.
People, yeah.
Every day, people die,
that's true. In cars
and in airplanes,
and walking around
and next to cows,
and in their sleep.
and under the bridge by the Pittsburgh Steelers stadium. They just get murdered and stabbed and skull fucked by a bum.
And somebody did a backflip and landed on their neck wrong and apparently died. So
And that was Jeff Hardy.
my favorite wrestler.
Dude, Sting?
Well, and he broke his neck?
Wait, not Sting. Did Sting die?
No, Sting's still alive.
Okay, kidding. Owen Hart died.
Oh, yeah, he fell.
The brother of Bret Hart.
Hulk Hogan, go on.
Hulk Hogan's not dead.
Just making up.
Isn't he governor of Florida?
Is he?
No, but my favorite wrestler was The Rock.
Ooh.
Oh, and
Can you smell it?
I wish he would still do that, and I wish he did it that way. Because he's smelling something for sure.
Something.
Is that what you do right before you're doing it like little Hank Panky? Can you smell? All right. Before we end the episode, there's a few things I need to clear up.
Is this where you apologize?
You legit thought Will Smith was in The Green Mile? Not The Green Mile. What's the movie?
Shenanigans.
Oh my God!
Shawshank Redemption.
Stop it. A Will Smith Green Mile. A Will Smith Green Mile, still with Tom Hanks though, is
I don't know.
secretly the greatest movie. Just like cut Michael Clark Duncan out and just put Will Smith in. Oh man,
You get really excited about these hypothetical movie
Or-
ideas.
Will Smith in Tom Hanks's role.
Hey, that could work out too.
Oh, huh?
Reboot Forrest Gump, but instead of Tom Hanks, it's Will Smith.
No.
Fine, fuck me, right?
Jenny.
Will Smith would be like, Jenny.
Jenny. The hell you infect me with?
Okay, another thing I want to talk about before we sign off is we never talked about the broomstick way to die that we talked about in the beginning of
The pill and the broomstick.
the what?
The pill and the broomstick.
The pill and the broomstick?
Peeling.
Oh, peel? No, not that.
Oh, they didn't
We're not
peel
peel-
the broomstick.
What
but
they do to the broomstick?
She was using it on. She was on top of her
Counter, kitchen
washer.
counter.
Oh, I thought it was a clothing washer.
It was a surface that was higher than ground.
And then somebody came in and she jumped off and the broomstick went straight up.
It was her dad. Imagine your father walking in on you, A, masturbating with a broomstick, and then B, dying.
And like every video I've ever seen, the dad's supposed to be like, "Do you need a hand?" Not kill you.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I hate porn like that.
I'm stuck in the couch.
Get out then.
I'm stuck in the washer.
Those are my favorite. Because I've never been stuck in the washer, but boy, would I be scared to.
Oh my god. Yeah, imagine if you were on that end of the stick.
Ba-dum.
Boom.
All right, guys. This episode's dedicated to Laura, my beautiful baby girl.
Yes.
Baby girl.
Also, thank you, Kalen, for joining us. We still have you for another episode, so don't go anywhere.
Don't go
Anywhere.
Yes. Do you want to tell the
anywhere.
baddies what movie we watched?
We watched The Longest Yard.
That's right, the Adam Sandler Longest Yard. So, I'm glad that I asked you guys which one because we were about to watch the wrong one. So, the old one with Burt Reynolds. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We never know what people want to watch, so we just had to make sure. We were trying to watch Power Rangers a few months ago with Chris Perry over here, and I started watching the 2019 version. And
Oh, no.
only to find out they were watching the Mighty Morphin one
Yes,
from way
the good one.
yes, subjectively,
And then we watched Night at the Museum, and said I watched National Treasure.
which we'd already
Nicolas
done,
Cage?
which made no sense. Yes, Nicolas Cage. You got the actor right.
Yes.
Yes.
I know my Nicolas Cage movies.
Really?
Finally.
Name all of them right now.
Face Off. National Treasure. And that's it.
That's two.
Con Air, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yes.
Going in 60 seconds, yes.
Family Man.
No.
And
Not Ghost Rider. Never Ghost
Ghost
Rider.
Rider.
The Green Lantern.
All right.
That's Ryan Reynolds.
Kalen, please sign us off. Thank you very much. This was a very fun episode, and you killed it. Thanks for coming here, taking the small amount of time that you have here in California
Appreciate it.
to come by the studio and have some fun with us.
Thank
man.
you guys for having me.
Yeah, dude. Okay, say bye to the camera, and
Bye,
we'll,
camera.
we'll sign us out. All
Love
right,
you guys.
bye.
Bye.
Can't be that bad, oh, it 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 can't be that bad.